Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up the body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point during class something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, but we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. As an aside, my neighbor is also doing construction, so if you hear hammering or anything like that, I apologize. Okay, come to the top of your mat with your feet close together for the sun salutes. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Take a moment with your arms down by your sides, standing up nice and tall. Bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Arms with yours, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway like you're lowering down to the floor. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or Up Dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up to the ceiling for Down Dog. You can pedal out your legs, bend one knee, straighten the other, and then press your heels to the floor, lift your tailbone to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If Down Dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees. Take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, soften through the body. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise. Lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, weight in the toes, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back. Let's hold the plank for a moment. It's good for warming up the body. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your Down Dog or Child's Pose. Take an inhale through your nose, and then an exhale, either lower down or go to your Down Dog or Child's Pose. Inhale your Up Dog or Cobra. If you're doing Up Dog, try to have thighs off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up for Down Dog, or sink your hips down for Child's Pose. If you're doing Down Dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through your palms and all 28 knuckles. Make sure you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, back flat. Exhale, fold, relax. Inhale, biceps with yours, hands together, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, abdomen in, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Up Dog. Exhale, Down Dog. Last Down Dog, try to get your heels on the floor. If your heels aren't touching the floor, try taking a wider step. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees so you don't overstretch the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, lift your tailbone up, look for the floor, the wall behind you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Good. Okay, come to the middle of your mat for the 26 and 2 sequence, beginning with Pranayama, deep breathing. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, abdomen in, look back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Completely empty your lungs. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. First set, spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. All of your knuckles under your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through your nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, push your head back, reach your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Good. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So in this breathing exercise, we're learning to breathe a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper, full lungs. Exhale, head up. We're also getting some mobility in the neck and shoulders, but it's just the head that drops back. No backward bending, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more breaths. Make this the deepest one so far, breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really get to use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padangustasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, and cross your thumbs. Nice tight grip, stretch up out of your waist, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, bring your head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility as you breathe in and out through your nose. Connect to your breath. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, press down through your heels, lift up through your chest, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Squeeze your thighs and glutes. Engage your abdominal wall, lift your chin, lift your chest, relax your jaw and shoulders. It's a very proud posture and you have a lot to be proud of for practicing yoga today. Good for you. Squeeze your palms together, move your left shoulder a little forward and right hip a little forward. So often when we're tight, we'll start to like collapse or twist. So left shoulder forward, right hip forward, inhale, lengthen the arms, exhale, push, 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 change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes contracted, push, stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change, inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees and fold with a flat back. You want to hinge at your hips. Place your hands on the floor and then drop your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Ookatasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers, stomach in. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. You can keep your knees bent the whole time. You want to touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, eventually face to the shins, below the knees, no room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with ears, try to come up with a flat back, hinging at your hips. Good, arms down. And you stand a little taller, second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, switch the grip, other pinky finger on top, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Root down through your heels, lift your chin, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. Use what you learned in the first set to inform your second set. So if you didn't feel much in the first set, maybe you go a little deeper. If you felt a little too much in the first set, maybe you stay a little bit more light and lifted. Focus on your breath. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back, right shoulder a little forward, left hip a little forward, lengthen the right arm, lengthen the right leg, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. So throughout class, there's invitations to get deeper. You'll hear like push, 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 or kick, kick, kick. You don't have to listen to them. You can stay light and lifted the whole time. They're just invitations, not commands. Push your right hip a little forward, get your two hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. If it feels good, get a little deeper at the end, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back as far as it goes, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Imagine you're tracing your fingers along the ceiling. If you can see your hands, notice if they're coming apart. Really squeeze your palms together up to the wrists, push your hands back, push your heels down, push your hips forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale as you fold. Hands to floor, drop your head. Go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Use what you learned in the first set to inform your second set. Check in. Here we go. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, lengthen your spine. Good, change, come up, biceps with ears, hands together, knees can bend. Beautiful, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Awkward, Ookatasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, fingertips active, abdomen in. Bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only and make sure all of your weight is in your heels. You can almost pick your toes off the floor. From here, abdomen in, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina playing with balance. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if your knees want to come in or out or the ankles are wobbling right. You want to point your knees forward, heels a little higher, triceps tight, knees a little higher, fingertips active, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees, thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body. Stop when there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, come on up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Take a breath. Good, second set, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Think about moving your shins, knees, and hips back. So one day knees are over the ankles, abdomen in, and start to lift up towards the end. Lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, come up all the way on your tippy toes. Concentrate, meditate, stretch up, and sit down. So this is a great toe stretch. We're also working on ankle strength, right? We're obviously working on our quad and glute strength, abdomen strength, hips a little forward, knees down, sit down, change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your inner thighs, knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Slower you do, the more muscles you use. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders soft, jaw relaxed. Change, slowly come up, knees, thighs together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm. Right elbow, under left elbow. Cross first if you can at the elbows, again at the wrists. You can interlock your fingers, have hands in prayer. You can grab a thumb or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair. Shift your weight to your left foot and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg, cross twist and breathe in and out through your nose. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right. Upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit back and down, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, left under right, and this side might feel or look different, and that's quite normal, it does for me. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, shift your weight to your right foot, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross twist, and breathe. On this side, bring your knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. Bring the weight back into your heel. Everybody lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, stack and set. Bring your right arm under your left arm. Pull elbows down. One day fingertips below the nose. Bend your knees, sit back and down. Stay down there. And bring your right leg over your left leg. Connect back to your breath. Relax your jaw. Bring the weight back into your heel. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward. Sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one. Bring your left arm under your right arm. Pull elbows down, sit back and down. Stay down there and bring your left leg over your right leg. Breathe in and out through your nose. Right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward. Now bring right knee to right and left knee to left. Right elbow to right and left elbow to left. Feel deep compression running down the center line of your body among all your major joints. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Float your arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water here if you want. Cheers, friends, great to see you all. Okay, so we shall continue to balance on one foot. If you fall out, just hop back in. Fall out 5 times, hop back in 6. Standing head to knee, Dhanurasana, Dhanurasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. You can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. Take a breath. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, and change. Slowly reverse out. So you should be able to breathe through your nose at any point in a posture. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward, squeeze your right thigh tight. Lift your left leg, you can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. Option to stay here, or maybe round down 1 or 2 inches and eventually pick up your left foot. Nice tight grip, like you're about to help your friend over a fence. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, squeeze your glute, lift your kneecap, and when you're ready, slowly, gently lift your left leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so your knee is over your ankle rather than your big toe. If both legs lock your arms and then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Still breathing. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend, or an knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Flex your toes back, abdomen in. Round down and pick up your right foot. Nice rounded spine posture. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Eventually put your forehead on your knee. Connect back to your breath. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. And when you're ready, change, take your time. Good for you. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down and pick up your left foot. Webbing to webbing grip. Press your right big toe down. Squeeze your inner right thigh up, and when you're ready, lift your left leg. Heel forward, toes back. Puff up your chest, lengthen through your spine before you round it, and then bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee, or maybe just drop your head down an inch or two like I'm doing. A little bit goes a long way. Take a breath. And when you're ready, take your time as you come out. Good for you. Okay, standing bow pulling pose, Dhanurasana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right, give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back, right hip forward and down, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Take your time, breathe, connect to the breath. Connect to your standing leg, balance. Connect to your spine, back bend. So at first you're just breathing, balancing, and bending. Then you start to come down, body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, charge your body forward, lock your left leg, point your right toes, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly, kick yourself up. Okay, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up and back, left hip forward and down, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, lift your shoulder, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Take your time. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. You can stay light and lifted, especially in the first set, or when you're ready, come down to parallel. So from the side, 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Keep breathing, keep bending your spine, body down more, chest up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up, and take a breath. Okay, second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, Left arm up, right hip forward. So even in the setup, you're letting your right shoulder relax back. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. You're kicking in two directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. So you really want to point your right toes and use your glute, your hamstring, your calf to kick back and up. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Whew. Okay, last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, left hip forward, maybe bring your right arm back a little bit more. Lift your chin, lift your chest, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly swipe your right arm along the profile of your face as you kick your left leg back and up. Tricep muscle tight, all 5 fingers together, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Try to create maximum space between your left foot and your right fingertips, and then come down. Keep stretching and kicking. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, when you're ready, come on up. Good for you, change. Okay, come to the back of your mat, Untitled balancing stick. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and stretch up. Step your right foot forward like you're on a balance beam. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes, and when you're ready, come down to parallel. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, abdomen in, big proud chest. Step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch, point your right toes, tilt. Like a slow moving seesaw. Everything moving at once, body down and leg up. Chest down, chin a little forward, lift your right leg up, parallel to the floor, point your right toes, stretch, change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Good for you, second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, point your left toes and tilt. Take your time, moving slow, biceps with ears. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, stretch, chest down, stretch, leg up, stretch, change. Left foot down, right foot back, last one, here we go. Stomach in, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes and tilt. So imagine that if you were in a giant x-ray machine, you would want to see more space between every bone, every vertebrae, right? So you're using your muscles and your joints to stretch, body down, leg up, stretch, change. And for you, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, come to the top of your mat. You can face the long side of your mat. For the next 3 postures, I will face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Dhanurasana, Ookatasana, Pavona Mutasana. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. You can have the insides of your feet parallel, or you can turn your toes in a little bit. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Okay, grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet. You can also start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, find your edge. You want your hips over your heels. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, pull and stretch, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna float a triangle, Trikonasana. Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. You can take a wider or shorter step if it helps you to sit all the way down. Bend your right knee, sit down, lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face, visible to the side wall. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg lunge. Again, you can adjust your step or even move your right hip a little forward if it helps you to sit down. Lean back and move your arms. So this version of triangle pose is the lunge. It's a really good hip opener. It's also a really good inner thigh strengthener. Imagine you're trying to squeeze your heels together. At the same time that we're strengthening and opening the lower body, we're also strengthening and opening the upper body. Use your left obliques to lift up, reach your arms apart, turn, look up, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels to the back wall. I'm showing you from the side. This is standing, separate leg, head to knee, Dhanurasana. Turn your back, left toes in, press your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. This is a rounded spine posture, so we're opening through our back and squeezing, toning, compressing through our front. Abdomen in, and bend your front leg if it feels good. Touch your forehead and knee together. If your forehead and knee aren't quite touching, you can try taking a bigger or smaller step. You can bend your front leg more. You can really push the floor away from you. Eventually, forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, so your head comes up last. Good. Pivot on your heels to the front of your mat, and I'm showing you from the side. Turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, left rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So you want your heels in line, but not crisscross. So as you go down, if you notice that your right heel is crossing the plane of your left heel, you can move your right foot a little to the right. Bend your front left leg if it feels good. Touch knee and head together. So this is what we call a compression posture. We're really squeezing, compressing the front of the body, massaging the organs. We're also like really strengthening the core, but it can be a little intense, right? Especially if you have an achy back or a history of slip discs. So if it does not feel good to round your spine this much today, no problem. Flatten out your back a little bit, and next time you come, try rounding. So we're never giving up, but we're always meeting ourselves where we are in the moment. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change chin to chest, arms with ears, press your hips forward so your head comes up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Okay, second set stretching. I'm going to show you from the side. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Lock your legs, puff up your chest, and swan dive forward. So you want to lock your legs the whole time. Good. Grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back, elbows to cuffs, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, find your edge. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, keep pulling, keep stretching. Lift your kneecaps up, try to touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good. Change, slowly come up, take your time. Second set, triangle, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit, take a bigger step, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right leg, sit down. Let's say you can't get your right thigh parallel to the floor yet, like hip or knee tightness. I'm right there with you some days. Sit as low as you can, stay where you are, and move your arms at the same time. If your thigh isn't parallel to the floor, you don't want to collapse all the way down, but you also don't want to stay all the way lifted, right? It's this middle ground where you have a 45-degree angle from your ankle to the crown of your head. Squeeze heels together, reach your arms apart, bring your right rib cage forward, left rib cage back, look up, turn and twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Ooh, I'm sweating. Inhale, bend your left leg, sit down, lean back and move your arms. It is warm in DC. Aim your fingertips between your big and second toe. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, head to knee, arms up, palms together, pivot on your heels to the back of your mat. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, two hips in line, two heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Take your time. Look towards your belly button. touch your forehead and knee together. Again, can bend your knee, can take a bigger step, but you're never forcing your body. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bring your weight into your front right foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest. Hands together, head up last. Pivot on your heels. I'm going to face you this time. Make sure your heels are in line, but not crisscross. That'll make it hard to balance, and it'll also make it hard to press your right hip forward. Palms together, stretch up tall. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Right hip forward. Left rib cage back. Stomach in. Balance challenge. Keep your hands together. Just the fingertips touching the floor. Really push the tips of your fingers into the floor. Straighten your arms. Round your spine, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choke, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, go slow. The slower you do, the more muscles you use. Head up last, good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, float your arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, tree and then toe. Lock your left leg, tree pose. Lift your right leg up. Maybe at first your ankle is on your shin, your knee, your thigh. Eventually hold on to the foot from underneath. Touch your heel to your costume so the sole of your foot is flat to the ceiling. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Option to stay here in our version of tree pose. This is a really wonderful hip and knee opener. Can also flow to toe stand Padangustasana, a fun balancing posture. Start to fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee and sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Breathe through your nose. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, elbows down, spine straight. Come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. Lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice. Change right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. On this side, my foot falls, so I hold on to my foot the whole time. Option to stay here. You're working on your hips, your knees, your balance. You're really working through lifting up through the spine. Toe stand, start to fold forward with a flat back. Hands to floor, lean forward, put the weight in your arms, bend your knee, and sit down. Walk your hands back. Whether you're in tree or toe, point your left toes, move your left hip forward, left knee down, 2 knees in line. Left hand up, right hand up. Everybody lengthen through the spine. Toe stand, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. We're on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust my camera angle. And as I mentioned before class, there's construction going on next door, so if you can hear that, I apologize. Okay. Great, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Heels together, toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Pavona Mutasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder. If your right leg does not naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to your face to anchor the calf muscle down. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class, good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Take a breath. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, look down the center line of your body, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Avoid your rib cage. We're purposely putting pressure on the lower abdomen. It's really good for digestion. It's a nice hip opener too. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. Give yourself another big hug. So one of my favorite things about yoga is that it can be as literal or as symbolic as you want it to be. So maybe you're just grabbing your elbows, or maybe you're really actively giving yourself a hug here and affirming your choice to come to class. Good for you. Change, arms down and eyes open. Okay. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your abdomen. I'm going to skip the first sit up, but I'll still walk you through it. Legs together, arms over your head, cross your thumbs, flex your toes back towards your face. Take a breath, hold your breath, stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Exhale, grab your big toes. Exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Turn. So sometimes when my back is achy, I'll skip the first sit up because then we do the spine strengthening series. That's a little trick. Okay. Cobra Pose. This is the spine strengthening series. Put your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Zip up your legs, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So this is called Cobra Pose because we're making a snake's tail with our legs. Toes, heels, and knees touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips, and hands down. Keep your elbows bent. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press your hands down. Lift your chin up, chest up, look up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right. Left ear on your mat. Arms down. Palms face the ceiling. Toes together. Heels follow bend. So if you've ever seen a snake in like a protective stance, right, where they like lift up, that's what we're doing here, right? We're lifting the upper body up while keeping our tail on the floor. Second set, bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor just below your shoulders, elbows point up, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, look up and lift. If you think about it, a snake is just a spine with a lot of muscle. And if you've ever watched a snake move, right, they move in S's. So if you think about it, right, we could theoretically do the same thing. Of course, we have limbs, but it's really about strengthening the muscles that surround the spine. And it's the muscle strength that helps the snakes move, as well as us humans move. So that's why we're doing the spine strengthening series here, working all of the muscles that surround the spine. Change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, eyes open. Take a breath. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. You can keep your arms out to the side, or when you're ready, bring your arms underneath you. One day, pinky fingers touch. It might be uncomfortable to have your arms under your body. That's okay, but you're never going to a point of pain. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Lift your heel up. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So you want your chin a little forward. Unless that's hurting your neck, then you can look down the whole time. Otherwise, chin forward, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your heel up, change, left leg down. Now for the third part, everybody mouth down, nice long neutral neck, mouth down. One day head will be forward, but not for today. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down. You wanna use your hips and forearms for leverage, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, and take a breath. As you release the arms from underneath the body with an elevated heart rate, you get a nice rush of blood through your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingertips. Second set, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. One day, pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lift, 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, 1. Change, right leg down, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So when we're on our stomach, we can't necessarily do deep belly breaths here, but you still want to do little sips of air in and out through the nose so you're never depriving your body of oxygen. Change, left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down. So mind over the matter posture, matter is usually the mind, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, knees, feet together, come up, everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, roll forward, lift your legs, and change, lower down, good for you, bring your arms out, look to the left, everything you own in a box, to the left, take a breath. Okay, full locust, Pranayama, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes and heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Beautiful, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Fingertips together, knees, feet together, lock your legs, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, and take a breath. Maybe whole left ear on your mat, maybe not, just see. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, perpendicular to the body, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Everything lifting off the floor. Press your hip bones down, spread your arms apart, keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. This posture is so good for strengthening your back muscles. Any yoga class, if you Google like yoga for your back, this will be in every single class. In fact, all the postures we do on our stomach will be in every single yoga for back pain class. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left. So, you know, if you go to a gym, right, you have like leg day, arm day, but in yoga, every day is spine day. Bring your chin forward for Dhanurasana Floor Bow. Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Very nice. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrist straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right and take a breath. Just connecting back to the breath. Last one on the stomach, might as well do it. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up, and kick into your hands. So this posture is good for digestion, right? You're on your abdomen in between your lower ribs and your hips. We're also strengthening the whole back of the body, the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, the spine, and we're really opening through the shoulders and chest. Knees in, feet out, wrist straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left. And let that one go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm. Supta Vidrasana, I'm going to show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees, open your feet. And as you're ready, walk your hands back. Sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time, until one day you can sit down between your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other, look down the center line of your body and hold still. You're going to gentle stretch through the lower body, never a point of pain. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. So you release out of that posture and lie on your back. You get a nice rush of blood through the hips, the knees, the ankles, and the toes. Sometimes the release from a posture is just as therapeutic as the posture itself. You can always skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Oh, that felt so good. Okay, come to the top of your mat, second set. Open your knees, open your feet. You can stay right here, or as you're ready, walk your hands back. Sink your hips down. Make sure your toes are pointing back so the insides of your feet are parallel. If you can sit between your heels, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow. Head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, other elbow on top. Take an inhale, feel your chest rise. Exhale, belly falls. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. It takes some people 10 days to get into that posture. It takes some people 10 years to get into that posture. And you know what? That's not a reflection on like who they are, or even a reflection on like how long they've been practicing yoga clearly, or I don't know how quote unquote good they are at yoga. It's just a reflection on like, maybe you have tight knees or tight ankles or whatever it is, right? We all have that posture that gives us a little bit of pause, and we all have that posture that feels really good from the get-go. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat, but I'm gonna show you from the side. Half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana. Sit down, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, stretching out the toes and ankles. If it hurts to sit on your feet, start by standing on your shins. Arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to help yourself in. Otherwise, forehead to floor first, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, 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 active arms. Change, slowly come up, knees together, feet together, good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So the depth of our posture is not necessarily a good barometer of like a yoga practice, right? It's more like, how are you breathing in the posture? Are you honoring where you're at? Like sometimes people can go really far into a posture, but they're holding their breath and then they like are hobbling around the next day. Looks cool on Instagram, right? But it's not really yoga. Yoga is this place where we go to where we feel good in the moment. Sure, we're challenging ourselves at times or getting out of the comfort zones from time to time, but never going to a point of pain or a point where you can't breathe. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. That goes for the sit-ups too. If the sit-ups don't feel good, skip them. You just roll to the side. Second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, other thumb on top, stretch up and go down. Squeeze feet together. Touch forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. And change, come on up. Very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful, come to the top of your mat. Again, I'm showing you from the side. Camel Ustrasana, or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up. Lift your nose, lift your chin, one day head goes back. Option to stay here or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a healing compression to the spine and nice opening to the front of the body, not a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Now, we don't want that posture to be painful, but it can be a little bit of a trip, right? So if you feel like dizzy or nauseous or lightheaded afterwards, that's just the central nervous system kicking on when you open the front of your body. It's not a bad thing. Actually, we want to stretch out those nerves. It just can feel a little uncomfortable in the process. So this is a good example of like, if your back hurts when you grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. But if you just feel like a little lightheaded, that's normal. Just go a little slower. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, you can always roll up your mats. There's extra padding under your knees. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back, maybe bring elbows closer together, press your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back. You can stay right here. Sometimes this is enough of an opening to the front of the body. One day go back halfway, eventually or in the future, grab your heels. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, enjoy the back bend. And when you're ready, change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up, very nice, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Okay, we follow our deepest back bend with our deepest forward curl. So after compressing the spine, we're gonna round and open the spine. Rabbit, Sasangasana, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, come to the middle of your mat. Rabbit, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down slowly. Take your time, touch forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. Take a moment here to reset, picture everything lengthening and realigning to the floor, and let the floor hold you up. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, rabbit, let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from behind, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Try to feel each part of your back move. The parts of your spine that you don't feel move are probably where you're tightest. For most of us, that'll be the middle back. Touch forehead to knees, automatically top of head, pull on your heels, lift your hips up, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. I had that awkward thing happen where like your shirt is like going into like your mouth or your nose when your chin is, I feel like we don't talk about that enough as like a shared experience when you have like a high collared shirt in yoga and it goes into your mouth when you're practicing. It's so awkward. Okay, legs together, I digress. Arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. I know you know what I'm talking about. One set of head to knee was stretching, right leg out, left leg in. One set, inhale, arms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, touch your forehead and knee together. You can bend your right leg as much as you want to touch your forehead and knee together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back. It's a great calf and Achilles stretch. Bend your elbows down, pull your abdomen in. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in. Big stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, keep going, press your heel forward, eventually leg is straight, eventually leg locked, elbows down, eventually elbows to floor. Right sit bone down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here and stretch up. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Pavona Mutasana stretching. Bend your knees. I'm going to show you from the side. Hook onto your big toes, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left. In this posture, rather than rounding your spine, you want to arch your spine. So sometimes it helps to keep the knees bent if it helps you fold forward with the flat back. Slowly over time, you're going to stick your butt out more. Legs are straight. One day, legs are locked. Puff up your chest and fold forward. Stomach to thighs pull. Chest to knees stretch. One day, toes and head touch. Good, change. Stay seated, spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. You can also have your left leg long in front of you. Right arm close behind you like a second spine. Left arm up, make a circle with your shoulder over, push your right knee out of the way. Grab your left knee with your left hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, look over, right shoulder twist. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones without leaning back. If you can balance here, take your right arm off the floor, reach behind you, catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up, draw a circle, over, grab right knee with right hand, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you. You can also reach behind you, grab your right thigh with your left hand. Keep your right knee down, left big toe down, point your right toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. We start the 26 and 2 sequence with a breathing exercise, and we end with a breathing exercise. Kapalabhati breathing, skull shining breathing. You can sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, or crisscross applesauce. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the idea of this breathing exercise is you're going to forcefully exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. The exhale is audible, it's intentional. The inhale is subtle, passive. You barely notice it's happening. Sit up tall, shoulders down, away we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a nice high five or pat on the back. Turn around. Savasana. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, take time for a final few breaths. So especially these days, it's easy to get a little bit disembodied, right? And to kind of disconnect from our body. And sometimes this is actually like a protection mechanism, right? It's not always a bad thing. It helps us get through like traumatic or stressful situations. But the antidote to that, like the healing thing, is to come back into your body and back into your breath, right? And sometimes, especially when we're on a screen all day or we're doing something for work or with our family or friends, we can't always be fully present in our body. So it's really nice to have this time here just to come back to the breath, back into the body. Feel your body heavy on the floor and let the floor hold you up. Take an inhale through your nose, chest rise. Exhale through your nose, let your shoulders fall. You are so very alive.